So here we are in the very heart of Presbyterianism, perhaps in the world. They call it that because elders govern their church, not bishops. It's in presbyteros in ancient Greek. They don't have to be that old, but they're elected laity, who are called elders. And here's John Knox, erected by Scotsmen mindful of the benefits conferred on by John Knox in their native land. Quite frightening he looks with that very long beard and the robe. Looks a bit like Osama, really. And so in Chariots of Fire, that character, Liddell, walks past him, and I recognise that that's what the theology faculty is, because I've been here in October 1997 to look around the university. And I went in one of these doors, maybe that door here, you can't quite see it, my interview with Dr. Badcock, but I decided not to go to Edinburgh after all. School of Divinity officers, that would make sense. And look, they're using this assembly hall, the Church of Scotland, for theatrical performances. I'm not sure that Knox would approve. He was a Roman Catholic priest initially, because of course in those days anyone who was religious in this country had to be a popish priest, well, who wanted a career in it, because that was the only church around. And then he came to believe in Protestantism and split off. He was in Geneva for a while. He said he founded the most angelic school of Christ. And the French government caught him and severely punished him. He was a galley slave for years. Actually in Geneva, when I was there 2 years ago, I saw the Anglican church then. He'd been the minister of it. I went through to walk to the word priest. I look at the Ferris wheel. Because even though he was Scots, he could be a clergyman of the Church of England. So there's so many ways up this hill, and Edinburgh Castle is perched on the ideal spot. It's the highest hill for absolutely miles around, and it commands a vantage point, as far as the eye can see. Well, that's a bit of a tautology. National Gallery, and Calvert Caressy used to run that, and then his son was at Eton, so was his nephew in my time. I remember in '98 when I arrived up, walking up the Royal Mile, and I bumped into Calvert Caressy, this little chap who's very smart, being an OS, and he had his fingernails painted, and he was with some very camp Italian. I later discovered that Calvert Caressy was gay. I hadn't realised at school. He was 2 years ahead of me, and his very spotty cousin with the tree trunk thighs, only 1 year ahead of me. So it just brings back so many memories. And the architecture, well, I can't say it's lovely, but it's solid, and it's got a certain style to it. I wish it weren't quite so unremittingly grey. Even on a day like this, it can be a little dispiriting. Oh my goodness, Foster's are sponsoring it. So advertising beer on a Presbyterian building. Well, the Church of Scotland never actually banned alcohol, but quite a few of them were temperance campaigners. There's the Walter Scott Monument. Anyway, I'll switch it off and walk around the new town over there.